Hey guys, we're in for another one. We're in for a really good, powerful video today. I'm going to basically expose more in depth but more precise. It's not going to be too long of a video about this, but it just proves my point. So in the last 3 videos that I posted, there was a handful of credit gurus that I had mentioned. And basically, after I made those videos, basically copied off of me, and it just proves my point more so that these guys really don't know what they're doing. And it may seem biased for me to roast other people, but I'm just objectively analyzing these people and going through their channel, putting a little phrase on YouTube to see what pops up, and this is what I found. So let's just be honest. So YouTube is a attention whore mechanism. It captivates the attention of a lot of people, and in my opinion, it's better for entertainment purposes. And in the industry of credit repair, it's not great for educational purposes. Although you could find great, valid information regarding any topic, or most topics, I should say. I don't want to speak out of tongue here, but regarding a subject, but you have to do further due diligence upon their accreditations. And that's the thing. So I have this whiteboard here. Don't have my blue pen, it's up there. I don't want to go get it. I'll use the black pen. And I put just basically 5. I literally just made this right now. I was going to post this video earlier, but I have, so many clients that pay me a lot of money to repair things that these credit repair gurus just clearly couldn't do. And that's more or less why I make these videos, because I find it that it's my duty. I should have to help other people, right? You don't have to sign up with my program, but I will tell you the flat out truth. So anyway, I just literally made these up, from the top of my head, but I've been thinking about them for a little bit. So number one, on YouTube, there are things you should know about YouTubers. Okay, I hope you guys can see me. And there's things that you should know. Number one, these YouTubers have 0 credentials, most of them. In the areas of credit repair, you can just do credit repair, put it up, or any phrase credit repair related, moving to collection, and so on and so forth. You will find that these YouTube people have 0 credentials, and I will prove that to you. So the guy that I mentioned before, Marvin Gracio, or whatever his fake French name is. Doesn't look French, but could be wrong. I don't know everything. But anyway, Marvin Francios. Yeah, Francios. Anyway, so we have his website right here, creditreportagent.com. And if we do a Google search about him, okay? Okay. We can look at the reviews that this guy has. Okay, so let's look at there. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. We'll go in. That's his credit repair company right there. Boom. As you can see, he only has 8 reviews. Now you might think, oh, 3.5 stars, the guy isn't bad. Well, wait till you read the reviews. The reviews are definitely not what you want to hear, and there's just no transparency. I'm sorry, but if you're running a business, would you want to work with someone that has 8 reviews or hundreds of reviews? Now keep in mind, not all my customers write reviews. And I will tell you a statistical fact. There was an independent study on psychology. They did a study, and they looked at all the people that had bad things happen, that paid for a service, had buyer's remorse. And what they found is that more people are likely to share a positive influence than a negative one. It just reflects the person that people are. So we don't really know how many people this guy has not served when they paid for services. Okay, we don't know that. But the fact that he only has 8 reviews, it's not enough information to be credible. Okay? Now, if you look at if you just do a Google search of Pinnacle Credit, you won't find that. You'll find tons of reviews. And not just customers reviewing us. You will find that, I'll go on that later. Let's just go down the list. Let's keep track here, okay? So yeah, 0 credentials. I think that if you have 8 reviews on your website, on your Google map thing, you're definitely not an expert. And then if you look at the channels of these credit repair gurus, yeah, they have 40,000 subscribers, but they only have 5 times the amount of views this video will get in 2 weeks, which is about 100 views within a week's time frame. So I have 500 subscribers. He has roughly 50,000. Let's just say 45,000 to be precise, to be approximate. It's actually 45 some change, 45,000 some hundred. If you can look, I don't know if they bought more followers yet, but maybe did. But it's for sure that they did buy followers. And so, like I mentioned before, things you should know about YouTubers is that YouTubers use vanity metrics as leverage to captivate an audience, because a lot of ignorant people associate lots of views with credibility, but they don't vet out precisely what are these views, why did they get them. They won't even entertain the idea that they're fake or just partial. And so if you want to be smart and like not get ripped off, if you're watching this video, you either got ripped off or you're about to get ripped off by these guys. If you don't work with people like me, there's not a lot of companies out there. In fact, according to badcredit.org, you can go ahead and look them up on SimilarWeb or SEMrush. They have 400,000 views. Okay, they have 400,000 views, and this is one of the 28 media outlets, and they're strong media outlets that we have. We don't have them all, but we're working to get all. We're not a multi-million-dollar business yet, but we're getting there, very close. And yeah, so the thing is, we don't pay badcredit.org to do anything. I can be 100% transparent with you and share with you an email, not a screenshot. We don't send screenshots here. We send the actual thing, and I will show you that we had a interview. And but I won't expose too much stuff. Let me see here. And this is important because the point is we have credible companies that have 400,000 views that basically vet out the financial industry, and from insurance companies, credit repair companies, you name it, anywhere in the area of finance. These companies are not going to mess up their reputation by endorsing, people with 0 credentials. Okay, so our company has definitely more credentials than all these YouTubers. That's a fact. It doesn't take much. You don't need credentials to pop up in a YouTube channel and just talk about anything. So YouTube is a copycat world, okay, where people use third-party apps like vidIQ and all this stuff to basically search the hottest topics to gain attention. And you can see these guys like Real Estate Trappa. He's so-called a real estate expert, but he boasted about his $120,000 home that he used to have once upon a time ago. But that doesn't make you an investor. That just makes you below average. So where I come from, you can't buy a doorknob for $120,000. You just can't. You can't buy an apartment. A doorknob's an extreme example, but I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from New York City, okay? From Chicago. I'm from Los Angeles, meaning I lived there and done business there, okay? So if you're going to think of yourself as a person with credentials, you have to earn your way on the totem pole, okay? And you have to be transparent about your business that you've done. You can't just rent an office from Upwork or a shared office space. I don't know what they're called, Squarespace, I don't know, and think that you're a boss. But I have respect for him because at least he admits on his recent video that he's going to quit his YouTube channel, and that the credit repair YouTube space in the black community, he said this, I didn't come out of my mouth, so don't label me as a, prejudice or race, I'm not. But it's just an observation that he made, makes more sense because he has dark skin. I'm not going to call him black, whatever he is. He declares himself black, African American. We can get technical. The point is, it's coming out of his mouth, and so it sounds better. That's just how people think. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into that, but you can check his channel out. Like I said, I will send you guys to their channels. They won't send you here, and I'll prove that, because the last 3 videos that I made, the most recent one, Marvin Francios took it upon him to copy off of my content. If you just scroll down or go back to my video section and look up my video where I talked about the FDCPA roasting his ass, he made a video immediately after that copying 100% of what I said. Now here's the thing. Before I posted that video, I made a video about his video debunking his crap. And he failed to mention all the things that I mentioned in my last video, but he copied and made the video 5 minutes when my video was 30 minutes long. So here's the thing. I made a whiteboard and I talked for about 30 minutes on the subject of the FDCPA and collections and stuff like that. And he was supposed to, and he shrunk it down to 5 minutes. And it just tells you what type of intelligence this guy has. He's a copycatter for sure. It's just very peculiar that he would make a video and copy everything that I made. But like I said, I'm aware of this. I know YouTube is a copycat world. He didn't steal it because I put it up, but the fact that he considers himself credible, but yet he copies off other people, that should tell you he's always few steps behind me, whatever steps. He's always copying. These YouTubers get their channels monetized by copying and following the leader. It's a follow leader industry where they look, oh, what's this guy's talking about? What's this guy's talking about? It's drama, back and forth. It's Gossip Girl. That's YouTube for you. Look at Jake Paul's channel. There's even expositions. There's even exhibits. There's even interviews of people talking about how he copied off other people and how he pays for followers. You can look it up if you want. If you don't believe me, fine. You're right. I'm wrong. Good luck. Anyway, so that's basically how it works. And this is important to you because you need to be able to distinguish how to properly assess and qualify a company to do the job. And you need to understand that if you want to learn this stuff, you should not learn it from people with 0 credentials and people that just copy off professionals like me. A little bit more about me and my company and my staff is I've actually beat every single creditor from, I would say, about 99% of the files that, obviously some people quit my program and are just crazy. There's some people that sign up and want to quit after the cancellation policy and then they want a refund. Well, we can't do that, So when you sign a contract, that's it. And that's more or less the reasons why some people might say I'm a scam, I'm a fraud, because I uphold my contract. That's just how it is. How I run business, contracts are contracts, meaning you sign the contract, that's it. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. We're running a business here, we're not running a charity. If you want to fix this on your own, go right ahead. Maybe you can ask Marvin Francios to help you because he's just going to copy off me anyway. But let's see if he'll copy off this. Anyway, so there's no transparency, right? There's just literally no transparency. These YouTubers will post up these videos and make them really short. Notice how they're really short and they never show you testimonials. They never show you precisely what they're doing, although they're trying to pretend. Remember, they were wolf in sheep's clothing, thinking that they're trying to help people and they're wanting to help people, but you're really not, because you cannot talk about anything and sum it up really short and expect them to be successful at it in any industry whatsoever. And this is why you need to pay a professional to do so. But the problem is your problem. You don't know how to properly evaluate the right companies, the right organizations, the right people. So hopefully this video is food for thought for you. So look closely in my eyes and, listen here, because I'm not telling you to sign up with me. I'm not telling you to hire me personally. We have 2 programs, Fast Track program, where you can hire me. I'm not telling you. I'm telling you don't sign up. I'll give you an example, okay? And people might argue with me and get mad at me and say I'm rude and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Look at this. I have to hide this phone number. So let me hide this phone number here, because I protect their privacy. This person called us the other day and texted us. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can see it, but read it closely. I'll go closer. I don't know how this camera works, so. See how they said, hi, I want to speak to someone with credit repair. And I just told them, we don't do consultations over the phone, sorry. Yeah, so here's the thing. What do you expect me to do? Take your phone call, listen to your crap, and just waste my time here? Well, let me help you save your time. I will save your time by talking to me or any of our agents here. First of all, we don't have salespeople that work here. Want to criticize me on not having salespeople? Well, badcredit.org is not criticizing for me. And those are the people that count, the big multi-million-dollar companies, because here's the thing. Big companies have the most to lose, okay? Big companies have the most skin in the game. They don't want to tarnish their reputation. They don't just want to take on some guy on YouTube with 0 credentials, okay? So these are not badges of honor, to show off. These are just to help you understand this is the name of the game. If you want to be a big dog, you got to work with the big dog. And yeah, so there's no transparency, and we can go more into that. People have contacted me and say, hi, yeah, I'm thinking about fixing my credit. You know what I'm going to say? Good. Well, that's awesome. Bye-bye. Like, that's a child's way of talking. People in the corporate world might say, oh man, you need to work on your salesmanship, your customer service. Well, dude, I'm not trying to sell you. I'm not desperate. I'm not the greasy hairs. Even though I got coconut oil in my hair, it's good for your hair. I'm not the guy that's trying to convince you, like, hey man, I'm here to expose. We're 100% transparent here. I'm 100% transparent. Okay? TransUnion, transvestite, transparent. Okay, not transunion, not transsexual, not vestite. It's transparent. Transparent. Okay? Parent. Excuse my handwriting. I have the handwriting of a doctor. Okay? So, you realize a lot of smart people have effed up handwriting. Okay? There's a study on that too. Not to say that all people that are smart have effed up handwriting. Anyway, so there you have it. I mean, this is the text. I can't show you the phone number, but here, I would like to speak to a person. Why would someone want to speak to a person? Right? We're in 2022. If you want to research and get information, you don't need to talk to anyone. You just need to trust what you see with your eyeballs. For instance, if you see a company that does not post their client testimonials and show their face on a YouTube channel or have customer reviews where you can look up their Facebook, their LinkedIn, okay, then you probably shouldn't work with them or think that, this is how you have to, if I have to teach you guys how to think, oh my God. So I'll leave this video here for you people, but I'm not going to listen to you because I know what's going to happen. And often I'll tell you what I go through. People call me and they waste my time. They're competitors that call me and try to fish out information. Well, I have this, and it's so silly. You wouldn't know that because you're not in the industry, but that's why I don't have salespeople. That's why I don't call people, because the crazy people that call us, the people that are serious are ready to submit their information, no BS, and they do it, right? And I never beg them or ask them to. They just do it because they have properly evaluated. I will give you a disclosure. Do not sign up with my service or anyone's service until you do goddamn research, okay? Do the fucking research, all right? I'm talking to you like a man here. If you guys don't like my swearing or my brevity or my cussing or my cockiness, okay. Well, if those are the reasons that would disqualify our working relationship for me to do one thing, okay? One thing is to fix your credit. If that's how you properly evaluate a business, to do a professional service, I don't really have personal relationships with my client. I love to, but I just don't get around to it. I have people that want to invite me to their barbecue, or I get invitations to weddings or coffee and stuff. I really love to, but I just don't have the time. I really don't. So some people I meet, like if you want to meet and do business, then I have time for you. No disrespect to any of you. I shouldn't be disrespectful. I have wonderful people that ask me, hey man, I love you and thank you for helping me. And they invite me for coffee, like in Queens here or New York and stuff like that. I just don't have the time. I'm sorry. I got important. I mean, if you want to do business, we can meet, like serious business. But am I just going to meet someone with 0 credentials? No. I'm going to do my research too, so I don't waste my time. So I invite you to do your research. This video is to pause and to be patient. Okay, be very patient and do the right research. Number 4, remember, YouTube is catering, these YouTubers are just catering to the audience. And the unfortunate truth of YouTube and society is that most people are dumb. I hate to be mean, but this is just the facts. Most people are impatient. Most people want a quick video because they're trigger happy, and they want a 5-minute video on how to repair their credit because that's their hope. They have shiny object syndrome. They just want to quickly figure out how to do something quick and then tell themselves that's how they do it, and then they go back and then they fail and then they get pissed off and then they either lose time or money and they get frustrated. Okay, so remember, these YouTubers are catering to an audience. They look for people that are impatient, and that's why they make those videos short, okay? And they get a lot of views because they know that's what people want. People mentally masturbate their brain, but they don't properly use their frontal cortex, right? Their amygdala, which is their fight and flight. They're like, they get excited, okay? And they just get trigger happy. They want to be satisfied with how things sound. And when they have these new methods, like the secret method, notice they add these buzzwords in the headliners. Secret method, how to remove a collection, remove this, will need a lot of your item. It's all hocus pocus bullshit. So keep that in mind, okay? And then number 5, which is really important, 0 quality control, okay? If someone writes something on your YouTube channel, you can just delete it. Someone has a bad testimonial, a bad review, or even wants to argue with the owner of the channel, they can just delete it, okay? But what you can't do on Google, you can't delete reviews, okay? You can't delete reviews. You can't do that. You can't do it on Trustpilot. You can't do it on bestcompany.com. You can't do it on badcredit.org. Once these guys write about you, I can't delete it. That's quality control, because the fair market of the consumers, and then also the consumer reviewers and the journalists, they analyze the market and the company, and they write what's true using logic, okay? And so what you can't do, you can't delete reviews, okay? You can't delete reviews. All the reviews that we have hundreds of good reviews. You can't delete those. And none of them, they can't really control this. You can't really use that to completely judge a and if you actually look at the comments that they have, they're all fake. They're all promoting another company or this. It's all spam and stuff like that. So anyway, so that's basically what we have there. Now, let's look further, deeper into this guy. So this is the website that this Marvin Francios has. And let me see if I could do this. I'll show you a screenshot. Okay, look, this is his website. This is a screenshot. As you can see, his website only gets like maybe 80 views a month, okay? And like I said, my website is getting 400,000, you know? And they don't even have an Alexia rating, and this is important because these are the qualifications that technical companies have, and they monitor the traffic and the conversion rate, and also the brand and other stuff that we don't know about, to basically give them a rating of their credibility. Now, if you were to look at Pinnacle Credit Repair, we're ranked 9 million. Out of all the websites, we're ranked 9 million. There's more than, how many people are in America? 400 million? We're not, this is 9 million. Okay, so that's pretty damn good. And there's a DA rating and an authority score and all that stuff. So yeah, if you just type in fast credit repair, fast credit repair, like you can trick Google like with the means that I told you. But notice I pick topics that aren't popular. I don't really care about that because I'm not here for the majority of people. I'm here for the people that are serious, right? And if you type fast credit repair on Google, right? Pinnacle is showing up on the first page. See that? Right there. Fast credit repair. Okay? Now if I type best credit repair companies, you can't pay Google for this. Google ranks website. I mean, think of that. Google is like the smartest company on earth because they can predict what you want and bring it to you in less than a second. And out of all the hundreds of millions of listings for that particular word, think of how many people that want fast credit repair. Pinnacle is popping on number 1 because we have credentials, not like some people, okay? Now, if you type that in, you're going to find companies reviewing about us. You can see right here. I invite you to do the search. And you'll find not us writing about ourselves, because that would be weird. Like these self-proclaimed YouTubers, they make a video about their credentials, but they have no one else endorsing them, like credible people, like badcredit.org, right? We have other companies write about us. So here's the thing. I don't want you to sign up with Pinnacle, okay? Do not sign up with our Fast Track Elite program or our hire or to work with me personally. Do the research first, and I want you to tell me if we're right for you or not. I can't possibly tell you, but what I can do, I can give you a list of these 5 points that you could, acknowledge, take into consideration or not. It's up to you, and that's it. My next video will, I'm sorry they didn't post in about a week, but I'm going to post another video, and I'll think of something. There's a couple, one thing before I leave here. This is just proof, okay? This is for the people that think they can learn how to do it on their own or want to, okay? So I have a comment, okay? You could read this, okay? And you have other big YouTubers writing here. Look at this. Read it. I hope you guys can see this. Put it close. Put it back. Close again. Okay. Let me read it, okay? It says, well, just subscribed days ago and started. This was 2 days ago he wrote this. Well, just subscribed days ago and started the Fast Track program. I've been down the rabbit hole for a year and 3 months. What was that, 12, 13, 14, 15 months. Jesus Christ. I've learned about credit. However, I don't know the knowledge to fix it. I don't have the knowledge to fix the rest of my credit issues. It's been down the rabbit hole for a year and a half, i.e. looking at YouTube. It took me over a year to find this program. It took him over a year to find me. Okay? So I'm going to do my damnedest, and we don't pay for advertising. Okay, we're organic. We don't buy subscribers or attention. We just develop it organically. So you can imagine how hard it is when we're competing against the top 10 credit repair companies that have millions and millions of dollars. That's another thing. My company got millions. A million, like hundreds of millions like these guys, okay? They have investors and stuff like that. I'm independent. I never borrowed money for Pinnacle, and I started it myself, and I've been competing with the top, like LexingtonLawCreditPro.com, all those guys, they drown me out with their money, but I'm still getting the writers to write about Pinnacle because I believe in my heart that we're better than them and we're better than everyone. I'm very competitive with this business. As far as getting results, why do I think Pinnacle is the best? The results, simple as that. I consider better by getting my clients results the fastest and the most effective, meaning the highest deletion rate in the shortest amount of time. Take 100, remember this, 80 to 100 rule. 80 to 100. Give me 100 files, I guarantee 80, I'm willing to bet 80 of them are better than everyone out there, okay? So if that's something you want to pay for, then go ahead. But this ain't no how-to guide here, okay? Because I know the type of, because that only feeds my enemies, or the competitors. Well, I guess they're my enemies because they do bogus shit, right? They're all getting locked up and stuff, most of them. The other guy, real estate trapper, he said he's going to quit his channel because I threw him out, right? I cracked his code, but I respect him, but you can't really trust him because he has those switchy eyes like this, and he's contradicting stuff that he says, and then again, he's the one talking about this, acting like he knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't. So you got to be careful with that dude too. And why would you have to announce it, right? Like why? So it's reverse psychology, and you got to be aware these psychopaths, they gaslight you and they use reverse psychology, okay? And I'm willing to talk about this, okay, because it's true. You got to be careful about these people. You can't just take what they have to say with, to your brain or your heart. You have to do the research. But most people are lazy. But don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, okay? Don't be lazy. Do the fucking research, all right? Read our reviews. Reach out to the people, okay? Try your best, all right? If you're in this situation, all right, I have to empathize. I don't want you to lose your money. I don't want to waste your time. Maybe you're not going to sign up with, Pinnacle here. Maybe you're not, but at least don't lose your money. Because if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't want that to happen. But here's the thing: if I was in your shoes and I had the money, I would sign up with Andre. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on with this. It took me over a year to find this program. I never paid or signed up for any credit repair because I didn't feel it would really work. Why is that? Let's think with logic here. Why is that? I have listened to many videos of both those YouTubers you mentioned. I actually saw one of your vids from my feed, and I knew you was right. You was the right credit repair program, the best I've heard. So I signed up with the fast track. I knew I had to pay someone because I kept running into a dead end. There's a lot of laws and inside knowledge you need to know. I have a great credit mix with one thing missing, a house. It's been less than a week since I started, and it's just hard to feel doubts because it seems so real. And now, this is a real comment because look at my response. I told him to text me at 858-252-6053. I hope you guys can see that. Sorry, I'm not really good with cameras. I'll admit, I'm not a good camera guy like these YouTubers. You're not going to see fancy cameras and all these bogus third-party apps, but you will get the best credit repair information. I'm sorry, if you're looking for a fancy video with lights, camera, action, and a production team, I'm sorry. We just don't have that. But if you want to work with a company that has that 80 to 100 success criteria where they hold a standard of that, and they work on the hardest files like this guy. We take files that nobody else can fix. That's my brand. That's my mission statement. All the MFers that couldn't repair your stuff, or the people that you think can repair, I'm the guy that is saying, I will repair it if you pay me my fee, and don't act like a dick. I told him to text me. Now let's go to my text message, okay? I didn't know who it was, because if you look at his YouTube account and look at the comment. And it was on that video. You saw the video, right? This is 90% of business credit experts are full of bullshit. Okay, that's the video. You can fact check it. And I put, look, this is him. See? Right there. See? He texted me. He was a client. I thought it was like, what is this, a troll? I'm like, even the positive comments, I'm like, I don't know you, I don't know you. I'm not just going to say, oh yeah. I'm not going to lie here. Okay, I'm not lying about this shit. I just showed you right there. I can't show his number, but hello, I responded to one of your videos and a reply said for me to text you. And then I put, oh, it's you. Okay, yeah, I'm like, oh, you're the one that wrote that comment. Awesome, okay. There's other people that have reached out to me that talk about a particular topic, and I'm going to make another video about that. Anyway, I'm just trying to spend my time here, my morning here to help you guys. I didn't really, this isn't for me, okay, because I'm not guaranteed to make any, YouTube's not paying me to do this, and no one has paid me yet for this video. So this is for you guys. I have to think about him and empathize with him and you if you're watching this. And you guys can share the message if you feel that what I'm talking about, and if you scroll down my videos, that it's worthy of your money or your time. So with that being said, I rest my case. So Mr. Francios, try to copy off this one.